synthy pop, but it's quite upbeat and it's quite chilled at the same time. So it's that kind of plodding along, lovely fucking music to listen to. But it is dark. The lyrics are absolutely phenomenal for a band that don't need to have good lyrics. They don't need to. But if you actually read out Drab Majesty lyrics, they are a masked band though. They have the big sunglasses. They started off with
it's the Andy Warhol over the top.
Looked like Andy Warhol, yeah. They've moved on to those tricorn hats now. And so a weird thing about this band that I only found out literally after getting mad into them is where they came from. And it's a huge post-rock story. So Red Sparrows were a band from, a lot of people will know Red Sparrows from the kind of post-rock scene. I hate even saying post-rock, it's a stupid fucking term.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So they had members of ISIS. It
should just be the opening.
It's a thing.
Sample that for your next synthwave song.
That's my fucking ringtone for you now. It's a thing.
Ruth Rundle, what's the girl's name? Emma Ruth Rundle. She was in Red Sparrows, I believe, with a guy from Marriages. No, hang on. This is
Sisters.
Marriages were the band that came after Red Sparrows while they were on hiatus. And they got a drummer in called Andrew Klinko, who is the lead guy from Drab Majesty are a two-piece now, but they really were a one-piece for a long time. Just him writing everything on his own. Because the way he looked at it, he was a drummer who just wanted to write all the songs. He said he wrote loads of songs, and when he listened back to them, it didn't even sound like anything he was into or did. I went, shit, this might have legs. I might give this a go. So they became, he calls himself Deb Demure. So it's completely androgynous look of the band. So
I find there's a massive kind of influence of Steve Strange with them. Do you know when Steve Strange did like Fade to Grey, and he was literally morphing into this complete and utter cunt that was the reigning king of the new romantic scene that was happening
so new romantic,
with the Blitz nightclub and everything like this. I feel that they have captured that. This is, am I right in saying, I know a little bit about them, like, is this their second album?
They're on their second. They had a big EP, big enough EP, but the album
really landed, like, big time.
Jesus, it hit, way...
Don't you find it weird how there's, like, okay, you and I, we're probably, I mean, we love our metal, right? We love it.
Absolutely.
But I love kind of everything, but the synthwave and dark synth is really starting to creep in.
Exactly. It's just the right time for a Drab Majesty to do a band version of this. Exactly, yeah. So Drab Majesty will be getting all the goths that want more goth, new goth, but good sounding goth. Because goths don't listen to shit goth.
No.
There's a lot of shit, but goth has one of those things where, man, you can't fool a goth. If you wear all the makeup and you release fucking shit goth music, goth's gonna go, no. Listen, we've seen it, literally seen and heard it all before. So Drab Majesty have got the synthwave, like you said. They've just hit this perfect apex of the kind of surgence of synthwave, which is, synthwave was never big in the first place. It was soundtrack stuff.
But it is now.
Yeah, it's huge now.
Huge now.
But Gunship did a huge amount of...
Yeah.
You all know who Gunship are.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? Fightstar.
Yeah. You're one of the two members of Fightstar, isn't it?
Associated with... eyebrows from Busted.
Busted, yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, Matt and Twilight, yeah.
Charlie Cunt.
Myself, but synthwave is having this resurgence, which is gas because it was never particularly...
No.
It's based on 70s, 80s soundtracks.
Music,
I think it's a total fucking throwback nostalgia thing for dickheads our age.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely.
VHS man, fucking Predator, Tron, you know,
but
Videodrome.
But if you look at other resurgences are being done from stuff that's already been mined to death. So look at the band Greta Van Fleet, for instance. They're mining Led Zeppelin, who have done a billion, even there's already a million Led Zeppelin clones when Led Zeppelin were already out.
I have a massive theory about them. In a
really?
Second. It's all why they cancelled all their dates.
Oh, cancelled? I didn't know that.
They were supposed to play in March in the Olympia. They cancelled everything.
Yeah. Listen, they are a market, a band, a fucking...
The most damaging thing against that band was that Pitchfork fucking... where they said, the first line was, Greta Van Fleet sound like a band that did... weed for the very first time ever and then called the cops 20 minutes later to rat themselves. And then it went on to just completely dismember them to pieces.
I genuinely...
And it went viral.
I know it's kind of hipster, but I have a lot of time for Pitchfork and I love
so
that. I think Pitchfork's reviews are absolutely on point a lot of the time, especially with hip-hop. But just to get back to basing your sound off something else. Synthwave, for me, is an absolutely brilliant resurgence because it was never popular in the first place.
Exactly.
It was just, we're talking about
Post-nostalgia.
songs from soundtracks. John Carpenter would be the big head of it.
He's
like,
the
you know,
daddy,
and because he's still doing gigs and releasing good albums.
And he released his own stuff, which kind of kickstarted.
But it's so fucking visual, though. I mean, it's so like every movie that I loved when I was growing up and shouldn't have been watching
had that
vibe about it. Even the shittest Jean-Claude Van Damme, terrible, bad acting, wank movies.
It's just, it starts...
All the fucking trauma stuff, man. Class of Nukem High and
all the music starts with this 8th bass line pulsating, and you're bringing the synth, but you also bring in, if you have to bring in drums, you're gating them and you're putting all the reverb. It's just this creepy music. So Drab Majesty just come out of this thing, a lot of people come out of post-rock to do shoegaze. Now, they've got the shoegaze fans on side as well.
Really?
I can't believe how well, even by accident, Drab Majesty have hit this. Absolute brilliant.
That's kind of like a perfect storm right there.
It absolutely is, yeah.
So to me, there's always that pyramid of bands that kind of... They start something and then everything underneath it is diluted as fuck.
Yeah.
My Waddy beyond, you know. So they've got something, I think... As you said, the first thing was an EP. This was their first real kind of album that landed.
This is the demonstration album,
And they're a band that can bleed into a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
The next album for them is really, really fucking important.
Yeah.
And if they fuck it up...
Well, this is the song off the 2006 album.
What's the track again? Sorry.
This is Dot in the Sky. It's their biggest. It's probably their biggest one where they kind of broke.
Yeah.
If you like The Cure, Jesus and Mary Chain, if you like
Ned's Atomic Dustbin.
Just no. We were going to do a podcast about all that kind of all those English bands.
Also, Dumpy's Rusty Nails.
Yeah, we were. He's mad into doing a podcast about all those.
I want to do a podcast
bands.
that's like Jesus Lizard, Ned's Atomic Dustbin.
I seen Jesus Lizards.
Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. I want to do all those English bands that like
they were
nobody
fucking great.
really remembers.
Yeah.
There's a podcast on them.
Can we stick Osric Tentacles into that? No,
they're acid rock.
Acid rock.
Fuck, man.
I'm always trying to get them into a podcast. It's really hard. Back to the masks thing. They were asked, you've both got female names and you're androgynous. Is that a thing? He went, no, we're not female. We're not male. We're not human. We're just want the music to get out there. Another really great quote I read from him.
We're analog.
Analog. That kind of got it from me. He goes, listen, yes, our music is based on the 80s. Just have a bit of fun with it. Just don't take yourself too seriously. And Drab Majesty are one of those bands I think that you can put on at any stage and go, what is that? That's actually really good. What is that? But the content is there. Did
you see them in Dublin?
I don't want to talk about why
I didn't. And I had a meeting yesterday with the bookers who brought them in, and I was disgusted.
A quick story about why I wasn't. I bought tickets to them, and She Passed Away. She Passed Away are another band, a Turkish goth band that are coming out at the exact same time as Drab Majesty and getting kind of the same traction. But
I've not heard of them.
She Passed Away are phenomenally good. Like they're a Turkish goth band that have to wear white makeup so they don't look non-gothy.
Yes,
non-gothy. Yeah. They don't have to do that. I'm just saying it suits them. So anyway, I wanted to see both of these bands so much, and all of a sudden a gig announcement goes up. They're playing together in Glasgow. So I bought tickets instantly for 50 quid. Two tickets, 25 quid each. I don't care. Here's come with me.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll grab them quick because I know it's going to be sold out. It was sold out within a couple of weeks. And as soon as I bought it, I went to my calendar and I went, grand, I'll stick down to the calendar so I know it there. I was like, oh shit, Ticketmaster must have a thing linked up with my thing. There's already a gig announced there. It's the day of the Cure. Oh, that hurt.
8th of June, Metallica.
The 8th of June, and Ghost and Metallica. Yeah. It's just all happening that day.
It was the Vicar Street, the Canadian fucking...
who was on that day?
The little dude from...
The little dude?
Parks and Recreation.
Did that go ahead?
Oh, fuck.
He got me too, so I don't know if that... Did that go ahead? Anzi Azari?
No.
Aziz?
No, the white guy. He was the...
Nick something or other.
No, that was only their day.
That was only their day. Yeah.
We're going off topic.
Yeah. No worries. So it was painful. It turns out, like, I'm not very good at selling tickets in a different country. to people I don't know. So I just put up on the thread. I said, actually, I put up before it sold out. I said,
So hang on, you bought these tickets and then you saw The Cure and said, "Fuck it."
No, I already had tickets to The Cure for months.
Oh, right.
And I went, shit, I didn't read the date properly. I just pressed.
Just beanbagged the fucking...
Yeah.
So now, are you glad you went to The Cure?
Yeah, I'll always be glad I went to see The Cure.
Are you not glad that you went to see this amazing band in a small venue
Thanks, man.
in Birmingham?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, but
Got
that's,
your hole
realistically, that's a
afterwards with
newer
Turbo
band.
Negro
Let's be honest.
gang band?
No, I will see both of those bands again.
Yeah,
although
they're
they
gonna do the
played,
rounds.
they came back.
No, he won't.
Drab Majesty came back and played the Workmans as I was on a stag.
Yeah.
As I was on a stag party.
On a boat?
I'm the no, it's a different stag. I was a groomsman. I couldn't just
Hang on.
dip away.
There's a trend here. Has everybody got a band that you'll just, every time you mean to see them,
yeah.
it just something comes up and you never get to see them?
Depeche Mode, Depeche Mode, Ramon. Yeah.
Mine are Depeche Mode and also Death from Above 1979.
Really?
Every single fucking
Something
time
happens. Yeah.
It's like somebody dies. My wife is like, I had that night planned for ages.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
That's our
out.
anniversary.
Fuck. Every fucking time.
That happened to me with Depeche Mode. I can't tell you how many times, to the point where I went, maybe I should just go to a different country.
Yeah.
It also happened with Dead Can Dance a lot, and I don't think they're going to do another gig, but that's just my opinion on it. If you're into goth music at all, if you're into synthwave at all, if you're into shoegazy at all, if you're into even Red Sparrows or Marriages or any of the bands or ISIS or like that, give them a fucking shot. What are you drawing things on my...
Cock and balls.
Lovely. Yeah, well, he's back to being a child again. I'm going to move on from Drab Majesty. Check out that song, Dot in the Sky. I'd be very surprised people won't like that. Anyone that I know in this podcast, or you might.
If anyone's listening to this and is digging this eclectic fucking mix, because I know what you're about to talk about next, which is
Sweating.
Handbrake.
Are we doing a full handbraker? Well, are you next?
I'm next.
Let's
You're
handbrake
next.
into it. What is it?
In terms, lads, in terms of like
Masked.
bands wearing stuff, mad. In terms of masks and makeup and general theme, there's nothing on earth like Portal. Nothing.
I don't know much about Portal.
You don't
at
have
all.
to. It's garbage. You don't have to.
I genuinely saw it on the list and I was like, I know I've heard of them, but I don't know anything about them.
Music, it's just music. There's not a lot going on. Like, no, there is a lot going on, but it's definitely not for me. Right? And straight cards on the table.
Sell Portal to me then.
Right? They're from Brisbane in Australia.
Only a few bands from Australia, really,
Very
isn't
few.
there?
Loads of
Only a
hardcore
few.
bands.
Really
Loads of
is.
hardcore bands. But metal bands.
Silverchair.
Die Art is Murder, Parkway Drive,
Counting
Nick Cave.
Crows.
King Parrot.
Counting Crows.
I done a whole thing.
Tame Impala.
Counting Crows are not from Australia. Counting Crows are American.
I don't know.
Counting Crows. Fucking Crowded House. Sorry.
Crowded House. You mean Split Ends?
Crowded House, mate.
No, who was the band that Everywhere You Go?
That's Crowded House.
That's
yeah.
Crowded House.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crowded
Sorry.
House. Yeah.
Crowded House.
Side note, before I get into Portal, I've been saying this since day one. You know the way Ghosts do covers? They have to do Fall at Your Feet by Crowded House.
Yeah.
It's the greatest, will be the greatest Ghost cover of all time.
Even though It's a Sin was touted as they did it.
And it's very good. It's very good. It's the best song on the album.
Oh, it's not even on the album.
I have been given. I probably shouldn't say this.
Do it.
I'm talking to Tobias
Yeah.
again when he comes to Dublin, so I will fucking say to him.
Fall at Your Feet by Crowded
at Your
House.
Feet by Crowded
The
House.
greatest satanic song that's not a
The only
satanic
covers
song
they
ever.
do, hang on, the only covers they do go, sorry to keep bringing it back. 'Cause
Not
we
European.
should-
I thought it was. It's
no,
not.
no, but they only do songs that have.
I thought it was.
How many times have Ghost come up?
Oh,
with this?
not just this one. All of them. The only time Ghost will do a cover if it has some sort of
Ghostly.
or religious themes in a way. Am I right?
Fall at Your Feet by Crowded House.
I agree,
I'm telling
it
you
would be
now,
absolutely
If
fantastic.
someone said to you, this is a song about like, fucking worshiping Satan.
Your feet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Actually,
Build
that's
for
a
it.
good
Build
call.
for
Actually,
it. Build for it. I love Crowded House. It's about as far away in Portal as
I
you
feel
can
like
get.
wearing a T-shirt with Crowded House written across. it.
balls each, doing Crowded House.
I'm telling you now,
Motherfuckers!
Woodface by Crowded House is my favourite albums of all time. I fucking
Would
cream.
you throw on a bit
Cream.
of fucking sage and vanilla candles?
I would. I'd make
Fire up the old Radox
sweet
bath at
love.
home.
Sweet love to me, Elwyn.
He's
The whole
in.
shebang.
He's in a fucking Jesus Christ.
Order a couple
Fleetwood
of
Mac
spice
now.
bags.
Is he?
Who?
Neil Finn is replaced Lindsay Buckingham, and that's why I was going to do. There's another band that always evade me.
That wear
Not
masks.
for dates. I just can't afford to go and see them. Fleetwood Mac.
Couldn't be arsed.
Massive.
Crowded Mac.
I'm absolutely
Same band. Pink Floyd. Same job.
Wow.
I'm just-
Anyway, go on.
Anyway, let's do Portal, right? They're from Brisbane in Australia. They formed in 1994. It's this weird mix of like death metal, black metal, ambient and experimental, right? None of that matters. The music they